Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I am Amy from Neurotic Mom Bakes, and today we are making hot cocoa cookies. At the time of this filming, it's winter, it's really cold. We're coming up on the holiday season. It's a perfect cookie to make this time of year, but honestly, it's delicious any time of year. So this one is actually pretty easy. We're gonna start with a cup of unsalted butter. The dough's really easy. I will say this one, you do have to chill for a little bit, but while it's chilling, you can make the filling. So it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, 1 cup of sugar and then 1 1/3 cups of granulated sugar. And while I'm thinking about it, I always write the written recipe in the description box of each video in both cups and grams. 1 1/3 cups of sugar. This is the creaming method, so we're gonna cream that together. While I'm doing that, I need 2 egg yolks, just the yolks for this one. So I have my 2 yolks here. I broke a yolk right here, not a big deal if there's a little bit of white in there. It's not like when you make meringue or need just the egg whites to form stiff peaks, not a big deal. So those are going in. And a 1/4 cup of milk. So these are what you call thumbprint cookies. So they're gonna have like an indentation in the center. That's a 1/4 cup of milk, by the way. And then it's topped with like a filling. So that's why it needs a little bit of the chilling. You want it to kind of hold its shape a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna scrape my bowl down and we will be ready to add the dry ingredients. And for the dry ingredients, we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup of cocoa, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. No leavening agents in this one, because again, you gotta have that indentation. You don't want a whole lot of rise. 2 cups of flour, let's start there. There's 1, 1/2, and 2. 2/3 cup of cocoa. I like the Hershey's dark. I like dark cocoa. It'll give it a better color. You'll have more of a chocolatey flavor than just regular milk cocoa. Okay, there's 1/3 and 2/3. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and that's it for the dough. This comes together really fast. Let's give this a good mix, but not over mix. As soon as you see it all come together, it's done. Let's check this. Just gonna make sure I have everything scraped off the bottom. Oh, I do. That came together really nicely. Okay, that's done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get some plastic wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up and kind of, if you shape it into a flat disc form, it'll chill faster than if you have a large round ball. It'll chill on the outside, but not on the inside. So anytime you chill dough, you wanna make sure to kind of flatten it into a disc. This is a great one also. You can make the dough ahead of time, because cookie boxes can be tricky to come all together. It's really hard to make 10 different kind of cookies in one day. They're all perfectly fresh. So you can make ahead a lot of the dough and have that ready, and then just when you're ready to bake them, you can bake all in one day and pack them and you're good to go. Okay, so this is going to go in the fridge for at least 30 minutes, but you can make it ahead of time and it can sit in your fridge up to a week. Okay, this has chilled long enough. Let's get ready to bake. All right, got my dough here. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I think that's 177 Celsius, I think. And I am just going to shape these into 1-inch balls. Place these on our cookie sheet. So now what I'm gonna do is, you can use your thumb. I mean, it's called thumbprint cookies. These are very old, they've been around for hundreds of years, so I'm sure back then the thumb was used to make the indentation. But if you don't like the idea of that, you can just get the back of a teaspoon, and I dip it in sugar just so it doesn't stick. I'm gonna make my indentation with the back of a teaspoon. For fun, let's try a few, making an actual Okay, these cute little cookies are going to go in the oven for right around 12 to 14 minutes. They're a little trickier, to tell when they're done because they're already dark, right? So you can't look for a golden color. So you just kind of have to go by sight and a little bit by feel. Okay, 350 degrees, 14 minutes-ish. All right, now there's two different ways you can do these. This is just a fun twist. I have this mini muffin tin here. I'm gonna spray really well. And because they're called hot cocoa cookies with like a liquid chocolatey center, I'm gonna make them look like actual little tiny teacups. Just a fun little twist if you wanna get a little more fancy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a little bit more dough, kind of roll it, and we're gonna press it into these muffin tins. You want them to go all the way up the sides. So I'm gonna just kind of press down, make sure they get all the way up to the tops of the muffin tray. So I'm using a little bit more dough, kind of rolling it into a ball, and then I'm pressing it in, making enough of an indentation to press the dough up the sides of the muffin tin. And if you want, you can get your teaspoon here. Kind of makes it a little smoother, I guess. And if it goes slightly up above, that's totally fine. What we don't want is just like a shallow little cup there. It won't look like a teacup. So I'm just kind of using, I think it looks better. I like using the teaspoon. There we go. So I redid those, moved them to the center anyway because I want them to be in the center of the oven. I'm only doing 12. Okay, into the oven we go. Okay, my cookies are out and we are going to make our filling. We are going to start with 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and I am going to heat this in the microwave for about 15 seconds until it's nice and hot but not scalding. And then to this, we're going to add 1 cup of milk or dark chocolate chips. Doesn't really matter. The dark chocolate will give it, obviously a darker color. And if you don't want your cookies so sweet, then the dark chocolate would be the best option. But I love milk chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna go microwave this for about 10 seconds at a time, stirring in between until the chocolate is fully melted. Okay, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to this. I'm gonna cut it up, it'll just melt a little quicker. And then a tablespoon of corn syrup. That's just gonna add some softness and shine. Okay, I have this all mixed together until it's nice and smooth. And you can spoon this into your cookies, but it's just much easier and much less messy. You can control the amount better to pipe the filling in. So I just have a piping bag here. And because it's really runny, I don't want it to run out the top. I'm gonna tie it with a twist tie. Now on hand, before I fill, on hand I have a couple things I wanna top them with. I have some crushed candy canes here and I have some marshmallows. So have those ready to go, because you wanna put the toppings on the filling immediately while it's still really soft so it'll stick. Let's pull these out. I don't know if I mentioned it when I was putting the dough in this muffin tin. Make sure it's greased really well with cooking spray. Okay, how cute are these little guys? So yummy, perfect for Christmas cookie boxes. I need to give this a try. I will tell you, I forgot in the dough, this is an optional ingredient. You can add a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of peppermint extract to your cookie dough to give it, if you're going for that peppermint chocolate taste. So in addition to the vanilla extract, add the peppermint extract. I forgot to mention that. It's optional, you don't have to do it. Give this one a try. Let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more recipes like this, and we'll see you next time. Bye everybody.